Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sharing Creations by Carrie. It's Carrie. Hope everyone is doing well. I have another Temu haul, and this one is a mixture of storage, craft tools, craft items, a few dyes, kind of a mixed bag of my normal purchasing. So this is the first thing I have two large things that I'm trying to get out of the way. And this one I kept my eye on for a while and debated whether I wanted to get it or not. A little on the pricey side, but it is wood. It was $21.49. It has 3 metal cups, which technically this is for your blow dryer, your curling iron, your straightener, that kind of stuff. But I see it as a craft storage tool. And on the front, it says beautiful. Feels painted on. They give you rubber stoppers for the bottom. Um, it's got rope handles, right in line with farmhouse. I lean towards farmhouse. Put the large container section here, smaller one here. It's not your biggest storage container for the price, but I really, sorry, I really liked that it had sections and a place to store things like my glue, my tweezers, my small scissors so they don't get lost, which that one already fell down. Well, maybe not that pair of scissors. And so I like this one. Also in my storage container, I have put this set of 10. These are the large ones. I wasn't quite sure what size they were. It was hard to tell on the site. It really didn't give you a description. I thought they were medium size, but they still work really nice. I used the blue one already, and you get 10 of them for $7.49. And when I tested it, it blended quite nice. So I'm excited about these. They work pretty good. And then there's 3 small ones, 3 sizes. I got 2 sets of them, and I've already tested them out. Still on the fence with these. They don't blend. These do not blend as well. They kind of paintbrush type look to them. So didn't really care for these as much because they didn't seem to blend as well. It kind of seemed to like when you touch the paper, that's where it landed, and you weren't really going to get to blend. And these inks don't dry that fast, so you have time to blend, but these didn't work as well. So I would go with these and get the different sizes that they have. I ordered a set sitting in my cart where it has the makeup looking ones. They seem to have little bristles coming off. I don't know if it's the initial or if it's going to keep happening. Doesn't look like it's happening anymore. I think there's some loose ones in the beginning, and once you get the loose ones out, you're good. But they're the brown bristles, which I already have one that I got from Dollar Tree. But it has a variety of sizes, even very small ones like this. So I'll be getting those instead. These I would pass. They were $2.24 for 3. I ended up getting 2 sets. I would go for the ones that actually look cheap. compared to these, which appear to be a nice handle to them and everything, but they don't blend as well. So I don't know if it's just the inks that it doesn't blend well with, but it blended well with this one. And it's the Temu inks. I used this, and it blended well with this one. Not so much with these. So that's enough beating up that one set. And then I got another storage set. This, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to move now. It is not your most sturdy set that I've purchased from them. Obviously, it's doing the Leaning Tower music. It does not stay together well if you have to pick it up, so I would suggest not picking it up. Putting it where you want it after you assemble it, which everything slides into the tracks. And you still can't even really tell what it is. It has compartments here. See, I can't even turn it because I'm afraid it's going to fall apart on me. It's got 4 sections that hold your papers, and then it's got little compartments in the front. And they're dividers. Jeez. Once it's assembled, once it's set in place, it holds your stacks of paper really well. It's an office organizer. I saw it as a way to organize my papers instead of having them lean inside my cubby. And once they're in there, they're fine. It's just once you assemble it, you can't move it or it starts to disassemble. If you don't want that to happen, then I would E6000 while I'm assembling it, which I considered while I was assembling it. But I would E6000 it, and then it won't go anywhere. This, I think, was 11 and some change. I forgot to... Once I put it together, I forgot all about the pricing. But it has 3 smaller compartments in the front and a larger one. So there's places to store your small items. I guess it's okay, but it's... I don't know. I'm still... It's fine once it's in place. So as long as you're not moving it around, it's okay. It worked perfectly fine. Once I put it on my cube, it was perfectly fine. It's the don't move it once you assemble it, which is kind of a pain. I also grabbed some things from Walmart. Hit my weekly shopping and hit the clearance aisle. And I got this nice tray. It was only $7. It's got the leather wrapped around the handles. I'm thinking as a centerpiece on my kitchen table, dining room table, whatever you. It's an open floor plan, so I thought like putting the salt and pepper shaker and the napkin holder, and then putting some candles and some greenery. It's not super wide, so it doesn't suck into your plate space. I haven't put it on there yet, but. And then I found this for 75 cents, patriotic tray, and it's got the base. This is the base, and you put the star into the holes, and you have your little tray. I'm probably not going to use it as that. Don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I'm probably going to disassemble it. Use this for a patriotic decor for next year. Probably end up using this for something else. I got a rattan tray that I had one shaped like this, and I had attached on the bottom a TV tray that had I disassembled, used the top for a place to put my heat press down on so that it would not be on anything in case it got warm. And so I had taken the legs and I was like, I'll make another table with it. So I had a shaped like this that I would put my glue gun on and my um, extra glue sticks, both my glue guns, my mini heat press. I just put easy accessible things when I'm crafting. And so I ended up buying a rectangle one, and it works even better. So I just put that back together, and it works perfect. I have much more surface, and it's not the shape. So, then a few more things that I'd gotten while I was at Walmart at the craft section. I was looking for a pair of scissors that was not fat at the end. I was looking for a pointy tip to where I could get fussy cut things. And I got these from Temu. Well, funny enough, I went into the sewing section, could not find one that was not $10. Not paying $10 for a pair of scissors. And so I went to the embroidery section and found these. And they're much more pointy. You can get them on Temu. I wanted them right then and there. And think that I paid just under $5 for these. And they're snork style, which is exactly like the ones from Temu. And I paid just probably $1.50 or something like that. And these were 4 and some change. You could probably get something like this for under $5 on Temu. I think they had some that was between $3 and $5. Pretty much the same. But it ends up being the snort kind. So I thought that was pretty funny. And then I found some E6000 Extreme Tack, which I've never seen this one. This was in the paper section. And it's so you can create dots. And it's got a tip that's designed like, well, if I was in the shot, that would be nice. Got a pointy tip and a very small hole. So this would be useful for those small, because it's very similar to this glue tip for this bottle. So I decided to grab one of those, probably cheaper on Temu. And then I found some ribbon, which in one of my orders, holy smokes, I bought a bunch of ribbon, really skinny ribbon in all kinds of different colors. But this was like 47 cents, and it's 3 millimeters. Yeah, 3.2 millimeters. So it's that super thin ribbon. I have a die cut that I bought with that huge die haul I had, and the opening was only like 5 millimeters for the ribbon to be laced through it. And so I bought some before my order even came, which is, I don't know. But I think I was planning on doing a card this week, and I don't think that order is going to be here this week because I got this one. I also, part of this order is a dog bed, small dog bed, and a cat bed, which is like a dome, and it looks like a cat. Probably seen them 1,000,001 times if you shopped on Temu. And then I got this paper, which is the 4.5 by 725. But I liked the patterns, the colors, and this was only 3 and some change for all this paper. So, and it goes right through the rainbow shades. So I grabbed that. All right, let me bring you down. Hopefully I don't make you nauseous. Okay, so I got three die cuts this time. 3 dies. So this one's not going to be heavily loaded with. Sorry, I gotta move it again. It's not going to be loaded with dies, this one. But I got this die, which was $1.29. I thought it was a lot bigger. It is only 4.5 by 1.5. I was thinking the front of a card, top to bottom. No. It literally is small. It's, I think they call it bubble die. This is what I played with the blending brushes. But it's not a terrible die. It's just way smaller than I was anticipating because I was thinking the front of a card going from top to bottom and doing some layering, but that's that image in my head is not going to work. But still, it's a neat die. It's just I'm going to have to modify my plans to what I'm going to do with it now because it's not as big as I'd hoped. And then I got this die. Let me get you on paper. This one I thought was super pretty. Obviously, not the best color choice, but I really liked that it was that iron look, and then it had the Merry Christmas and the Christmases. The word looks normal, and they have a star for an eye. The S is actually the same S as it is on the end. You could cut this in gold, silver. You could cut it multiple times, partially, just so you can get, like, if you wanted to do gold or silver links, and then do green leaves, do this in black. It could be a nice layered piece that would define the sections. I think they have it pictured as cut in gold, which is still super pretty. My dog's acting weird. And this one was $2.48. So, and then the last one, this one was a lot. There's a lot of little pieces to it. There's some layering happening, but I played with it twice. And I kind of was looking at the picture that they had, which is what drew me to it because it was the difference is $1.99. How different it was, how they had designed the cutouts by the color choices that they made. So you get 2 pieces of Santa, which is you'll get like his beard. You'll get these separate pieces. So he'll be layered like this. He'll get the top of his hat, his brim, the beard, the nose, the eyes, and the pom-pom to his hat. The picture that they had it designed as was that they all look like cookies, which was I thought was cute. However, when I went to go cut these out, it showed that there was white in the background, but they don't cut clear through, so I don't know where they get the white. I forget. I think it was pink and white, and I don't. You layer them and you can't see through them, so I don't understand how they did that. This cookie, which was this die and this one, these two right here. So it looks like a frosted cookie. This one has the eyes for the gingerbread guy. I lost some pieces. These little bits, they go flying on you and disappear and you can't find them. I still haven't come across them. But the image was super cute in the picture that they had, that it looked like a bunch of gingerbread cookies. When it came to this one, they also had white, just like this one. However, when I cut it, you don't get that. It does not cut through. It does an embossing on it. There is no other die to make the cookie look like this one, look like this one. I don't know how they did that. Um, I had started off with this paper, and then I was like, that looks like overcooked gingerbread. So I found a lighter piece of paper. But he looks cute with his face. The white is not as defined as it is in their picture. I tried to cut it out a second time to try to get the white in the background, but of course he has slits, so you're not going to get the white. The only way you get white is if you put it on a white background, but it's really hard to tell, so you kind of have to try to widen that to make it more defined. Or you could take 3D paint and make those more defined. You could probably do the same for the small cookie. Another medium to use, but you can always elevate your pieces. So this one was fun. It was challenging because some of the pieces are super tiny. I ordered one of those things that the pens that you pick up gems when you're doing your nails, or the little pieces that you pick up to put on your nails. I ordered one of those, so when it comes to these little pieces, I can tap them and put them down, because it's really hard when you've got something this tiny to pick up. So that's a tool that will be in one of my 4 orders that I have, and one sitting in my cart. So this one was fun. You get a lot of pieces. You don't have to use them all together, which is nice. So it gives you options, because like even Valentine's Day, you could make this, instead of it being like a gingerbread cookie, you could make it like a Valentine's cookie and use it that way. You can just use the heart by itself, because the drippings is a separate piece. So up to you. The imagination can run wild with this one. All right, that's it for the dies. I got more plates. Where does this one go to? That? I don't know. I got 4 plates for $14.39. I want to stay ahead of my plates being used a lot, and then not having a backup being stuck, waiting 10 plus days to be able to use it again. This order, I think, ended up being late. Yeah, it was supposed to be here the 29th, and by that night, they had already given me a $5 credit. And then it showed up yesterday, and the other half showed today. So I've got plates for backups. I'm excited about the backup plates. I got a set of these stamp cloths. They're a suede cloth, 3-piece. It was $1.98. You see them. If you follow Gina K, she uses a similar cloth, not basically. This is more like a chamois. It works really well, by the way. As you can see, I used it quite a bit to clean my stamps. So this is one of those ones that you have to keep moist. So I just went in my pantry and found a container. But you get 3 of them. And they are worth it. Wait, $4.18? Why does that say $4.18 and this says $1.98? Oh, did I goof up my stickers? Probably. $4.18. I think they're worth $4.18. I got those sponges. The sponges don't work as well. These definitely work pretty well. So I got one stamp, which I think is what was the $1.98. Nope, this is 89 cents. What was a dollar? Oh no. Oh my goodness, they got price tags everywhere and they don't belong to the items. Well, that's a mess up. Oh, and before I go to the stamp, this was um the magazine organizer. Weirdly, they sent these two stickers, not understanding why. Um, but then it gives you a sticker, which I kind of think is a waste of sticker paper. But it tells you how to assemble it. Not very well, so you can easily go, if you decide to get one of these, go to back to it and swipe in one of the pictures. It will show you how to assemble it. It's pretty easy. It's just not very sturdy. And oh, by the way, it comes with stickers. I don't know what I'm going to do with these stickers. Anyway, so I got this stamp, which was 89 cents. I did a horrible job stamping it, so I had to finish writing it so you could see what it says. Do I need to come down? Hopefully I don't make you dizzy all this moving. But it says, just for you, happy birthday, happy anniversary, best wishes, thank you so much, congratulations, feel better soon, and birthday wishes. Not a bad stamp. They're roughly 4 inches long. And I like the little swirl design at the end. I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to use these on a card, and not sure yet. they could they could be the header on a card. You could get a die cut that's a rectangle and stamp it on that and put that on the front of a card. I think that's as far as my brain went. And then I got this little doohickey, $6.29, a little pricey, but I have started using little post-its to put price tags on things to make it easier, so I can take a bulk of it out of the plastic because the plastic is obnoxious. So nice little leather. Got it dirty already. Little leather thing. It's got the calendar in here. It's really tiny, so good luck trying to read that one. But it says 2023, so you could literally get a card from anywhere. Oh, it's got 2024 score. Yay! Usually they don't give you that far in advance. That's cool. So nice little leather. I don't know why I got a leather one because it's in my craft room. It's gonna get messy, but it's a nice little set that I can stick on a shelf or set up on my table. I got these they're beads. I thought they could be fun on a Christmas card. $1.48. I don't know. I don't think they would work in a shaker card, although there's one card sitting in my cart ordered. I can't remember. Might be in my cart. That this might be fun to throw a few of them in with some glitter and some other little pieces, other Christmas jimmies, that kind of thing. That might be fun in a shaker card. And then I grabbed these two, which are in nice little set folders. It's tiny little pieces. This, my thought was shaker cards. But they are, can you see it? Is my phone gonna focus? They're tiny little flowers. And this one was, oh, no, don't, this one may have been the $1.98. But you've got a variation of colors. Oh, hey, you can see that pretty good. Nice variation of colors. Not just plain, simple, boring ones, but add some color to a shaker card. That was my thought, because I have other shaker pieces, but not the flower ones. These were a little bit more expensive. I can't remember what they're made out of, but these have little beads. This row has little gold beads to go with it. Oh, there's some stray little beads already. And they have the different colors, which I like the color variation in here, but it has the little beads that you can stick at the center of the flowers. So those will be cute in a shaker card too, or on a card. This is definitely going to be needing that tool to pick up these little flowers and pick up the little beads. There's looks like there's some pearl beads in this one. Oh, there's pearl beads in there. Oh yeah, they got little pearl beads, not just the silver ones, little pearl beads. So these are fun. They're already staticky, so goodness. But that'll be fun. Um, so that I can make shaker cards, $5.48 or 50. It was more cost effective to buy 50 than it was 20. These are little acetate sheets for shaker cards. They're 36.25 by 4.5. So they're good size. And you can always cut them down if they're too big. And you can always piece them together if they're not big enough. I think I found a 12 by 12 sheet, and I thought I was probably going to waste more of a sheet that large. So I went with the smaller ones, but it was cost effective because I think they had a 20 count, which was like $3 and almost $4, and then you get 50 of them for $5.48. So it ended up being, if you got the two packs of 20, it was more than the $5.48, and you'd still come up 10 short. So go for the 50. Um, I also got this little thing of paper, or actually stickers. They're washi stickers. Oh, I cut it open. That's why I can't find the flap. They were 98 cents. I believe there's 5 of each. But I think they're like washi stickers. So if you put them on white paper, that's the color that's the brightness of the image you're going to get. And it's going to change depending on the backing that you use. Oh, wait, more than 4, 7, 8. Okay, so you get 8 of each image. Nah, well, maybe not. Am I looking at that image and there's 2 different ones? Oh, well, apparently, yeah, there's 2. 2 very similar. Different shades. There's one shade there, there's another one there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 each. And then that one. I thought they were pretty. I'm trying to figure out where I could use them the best. Where did I get that? There it is. idea popped in my head. Now, I don't know if that would look that good. Won't cover. Yeah, it'll cover it, but I don't know. Just a thought, an idea. And then I got watercolors. 11.9. So sorry. 11.98 for. Oh goodness, I forgot how many colors were in here. 32, 48, something like that. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Well, yeah, 48. Watercolors I thought would be fun to use with stamps. Stamp the image in black and then paint them in with these watercolors. I have, I think, either in my last order or in my cart, I have 2 stamps that are bunnies lined up, and I thought how cute they would be to watercolor paint those on a card. So, not too bad on price. You get 48 of them. And I went for this little deal. I don't know. It's like a scrapbooking kit. It's got actually a card kit. I mean, it has enough to make. Got something in my eye, so I can't even see. I forgot it was like 15 cards. No, 10 cards. 10 plus cards. Or is it 10 plus? No, it's 10 plus dollars now. It was $4.69, so it was like one of those lightning deals. There's supposed to be all the pieces together, so all you're able to do is really assemble it. So you could get kits like 15 cards, 15 envelopes, and a variety of embellishments. All you need is a pot of glue to stick embellishments on the card. So these could be fun for kids. Have them make cards. You know, like if you're a grandmother and they could, you know, spend a few hours with the grandkids and making some cards. So let's see. They're not specifically themed ones. So, I might throw this into the giveaway. Those are one of those purchases. I think it was one of those lightning deals. Get something for like 50% off or something like that. And they suckered me in. I got sucked in. I watched Gina K, and she has these plastic trays that hold ink pads. I found some on Temu. They're silicone. So I thought, let me try them so that I'm not chasing my ink pads around. Because it was getting frustrating chasing my ink pads around. This does not fit in these little holes. This was the finger paint one. However, it does sit on here and it doesn't shift like it doesn't move as much as if you had it on a smooth surface. This one was $9.89. Okay, so this one was probably the $5.39, guessing. Trying to explain where my price tags went. I did this I think I did this yesterday, so they have, I think, a third size, but this one, like if you have ink pads from Hobby Lobby, it'll fit in there. And then you just put the lid over here. Same thing with these is you're putting the lid over there, which is very similar. It's just like the one that Gina K has, but I think hers are this way, so they're, oops, they're like this with each other. But they work pretty good because I used the small ones here, and all you do is put your ink pad back on. I actually like these. A little pricey for just holders. However, they're going to take away some frustration, I find. I wish they were a little bit deeper. And there's, when I measured, according to their measurements, this supposedly is supposed to fit in here, but it obviously doesn't. And then even this, according to measurements, this one just fits in, which is a 15 set, 15 ink pad set. It fits in there. It doesn't move at all because you're squeezing it in between the silicone. But that works there. This finger one doesn't fit at all, but I find it handy. I did a test run to see if it was even worth $1, and I'm not disappointed in those. The last item I got was my stamp press. I am beyond excited about this. I have been looking and looking and looking for one, and I found the small 6x6 one. It works fine for small things, but it didn't work for a lot of things that I came across because the edge, it's, I don't even know what I did with it. If your paper ends up over the edge, because it has a ridge to it, then it didn't stamp right. This would be good for if you're doing like circles and squares and you're stamping a circle and a square. I found would be easier. However, I'm like, okay, whatever. I kept seeing people using these, and they're called Misties, but this is a Temu knockoff, so it's not a Misty. Misty style. I'm beyond excited. I tried it out. Um, a little staticky. I think I need to like rub my stuff down with a fabric sheet. It comes with a magnet. Definitely put some tape on it because you will be spending 20 minutes trying to pick up that magnet. It comes with the foam pad, and you can ink stamp on this, and it wipes off fine. Yeah, you put your stamp down where you want it. You close it, do a little press. It picks up the silicone stamp, and then you can ink it, and then close it up. And this comes in handy because this was the $1.88 that I got earlier. Just do a little quick rub, and if you need the ink pad again, and stick it on. If your card happens to extend past the edge, then you can use this foam pad. If it fits in here, then you don't need to. And then you just do this, and it'll pick it up. I had fun playing with it. I did the whole cut it out, use this as a frame to lay my stamp down. I put my stamp on here. I closed it, pressed it, it picked it up, and it was on here. So then I inked it, and then I closed it back up and pressed it down. So I was able to get that design. I didn't do a very good job of this. This actually even works keeping the paper on top of the foam. I didn't think it would. It does. It keeps your paper from moving, just like it would if it was on this base. And then when I had it where I put this, inked my stamp, pressed it on, because of the paper hanging over the edge, I had troubles where this side would ink, this side didn't. So I'm finding you cannot have your paper over the edge. You kind of just, it's not going to come out as good. So which is of course why this was not lined up very good. I tried to use the blending brush to color in, didn't work because it was smearing the black ink. And then I ended up stamping it, and I moved my paper so it didn't stay put, so it's off-centered. I had trouble because this ink still looks wet. This is the postcard, which I shouldn't have done it on the shiny side, which is why I had so much trouble. The ink wasn't drying because it was on the shiny side. It's a glossy. Had I done it on this side, I wouldn't have had any issues. But seeing that I accidentally bought a bunch of postcards, I thought I would use them as toppers, like layering. So, if you happen to have a shiny, glossy paper, you're going to have trouble because my ink is literally still wet. It does not want to dry on this glossy. Then I probably got ink on my fingers now. And it does not feel like this was the regular paper. And I inked the crap out of it because my paper was over the edge. This is dry because it's regular cardstock, so it's not running off, but it was so inked too many times that you couldn't see the slat, so that part didn't work. I absolutely am excited to have this. It's $33.74. They had it in stock and then it was out of stock. And guess what? If you want one of these, they're back in stock. It's just a different store selling them. Just put in stamp platform and it will pop up and you can get yourself one of these. I priced this at Walmart online and they want $128 for the exact same thing. And I'm stunned at how expensive that is. So I would in a heartbeat jump and buy this at Temu. And it even has the measurements on the sides, the ruler on the sides. I am super excited to have this. I kept checking my order. Where was it? This was delayed. And it was driving me nuts waiting for it. Because I ended up getting the order that I did afterwards before this one. So I got $5 and I added it to another order. So I think that is everything that I've bought. I have a feeling I forgot something because I usually do. But this one was kind of an all over the place type order. And between the Walmart clearance crap section and Temu, I hope that I didn't forget anything. Been doing a lot of reorganizing, trying to make everything easily accessible. And with all the stuff that I've bought, I gotta slow down. I keep saying that in every single video. I need to slow down on the buying. I have because I was like ordering twice a week. So I've definitely slowed down. I'm not ordering twice a week. I'm dragging my feet with the stuff in the cart. So, and I haven't ordered this week. So I'll probably in the next day or two. Oh, and I won my prizes from Fishland. So my set of markers and the die to go into the giveaway is on its way. So I will show you those when they come. And I am the paper pack and the tag punches. I'm a penny away. And then I'm playing Farmland again. And so I'm $3 away from winning again. So, seeming to take less effort for Farmland this time. And I picked a security cameras or security thing that you can hook up to your phone and a dog water bowl. So, and then when I win Fishland, I'll be playing again and picking 2 more prizes. So one of those will end up being for the giveaway because I'm being a little bit more cautious about double ordering things. And I still want to have things to add to the giveaway. It's a good pile, but when we get closer to 1,000, I will show you the pile of things that I'm going to give away. Especially if you haven't seen every video where I said, oh, this is going on the giveaway. All right, well, that is it. If there's anything you want a link to, the prices may be a little bit different because I believe some of the stuff I got was during the lightning deals. At least you can find the item and see if you can find it in the lightning deals instead of going straight to the price or the link. It can give you, I think there's actually, you can check who's selling it and then go to their store and see if it's the same price and see if they have something similar. I'm noticing that there's a model number. I don't know where you can punch the model number in. I haven't figured that out yet. But I am noticing that there's a model number. So when I figured that out, to make it easier for us to just give you model numbers to punch in instead of links, then it's a work in progress. All right. Well, thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Thank you. Bye.